These were viral food trends. In 2022, everyone was talking about this pink sauce. The colored condiment went viral after creator Chef P posted video eating it with fried chicken.
Tastes good.
It's like a sweet seasoned ranch. That's what it tastes like to me. But since it's made with oil, it's a lot more like buttery and oily than ranch.
Look at this!
Ingredients include sunflower seed oil, honey, garlic, milk, spices, and dragon fruit.
It's sweet, it's tangy, it's a little spicy.
Stephen Fabian spoke with Chef P.
What do you use pink sauce for? Is it a dipping sauce?
It can be used as a dipping sauce, a salad dressing. It can be used as a topping on pasta, pizza, rice.
Pink sauce generated some drama after customers received their packages. This customer says it came in a Ziploc bag that leaked.
No ma'am, we're not trying this. Look at this. It stinks.
Chef changed the packaging, but there was also confusion over the nutritional facts. The label said a bottle of pink sauce had 444 servings, but it had 444 grams, which is 30 servings.
That's why we paused the production and we're printing new labels.
Does pink sauce need to go in the refrigerator or can it sit out on your shelf?
Okay, so that was another typo. So it says, please refrigerate. Everything has rolled out extremely fast.
Right.
Mistakes happen.
I have never been so stressed out in my entire life. I have never made so many frappuccinos in my entire life.
In 2017, Braden Burson, a Starbucks barista in Colorado, had a rough day making dozens of unicorn frappuccinos. They looked pretty, but were a nightmare to make.
I have unicorn crap all in my hair and on my nose, and people were coming in left and right, drive-through and in the front. So, for the love of God and everything that is good, don't get the unicorn frappuccino!
He wasn't alone. Employees all over were fed up with the drink. People were ordering them by the crates, and they took a long time to make.
He gave me the look like, oh boy, oh boy.
Ingredients include ice, milk, frappuccino syrup, vanilla syrup, mango syrup, pink powder, sour blue powder, and something called blue drizzle. Blended together, topped with whipped cream, and sprinkled with pink and blue sugar.
Cheers.
Les Trent and other Inside Edition staffers tried it out for themselves.
It's weird. That's the best.
It almost tastes like medicine to me a little bit.
Yeah, it's
like Pepto-Bismol.
But plenty of people loved it. One woman even dyed her hair to match her unicorn frappuccino. Luckily for Brandon and other Starbucks employees, the drink was only there for a limited time.
So, for the love of God and everything that is good, don't get the unicorn frappuccino!
In 2021, breakfast was delivered like this, in a red bucket lowered from a fire escape 4 stories up. Inside the brown paper bag, a gooey sandwich that people, including Holly Berry, were going nuts over.
If you want the best breakfast sandwich in all of Los Angeles, come check out Calabama.
When COVID hit, Chef Kara Haltwanger got creative to make ends meet.
After we got shut down, I was just talking to my brother and I was like, do you think this is the dumbest idea if we just try this from my fire escape? And he said, only one way to find out.
The Calabama breakfast sandwich was made in her kitchen.
Just bacon, egg, cheese, really grilled onions, avocado, and then it's on like aioli white bread with like garlicky mayonnaise.
Ordering one of the $13 sandwiches was as difficult as getting a table at a popular restaurant on Valentine's Day.
She turned a bucket into a business. Way to show up in a pandemic. Love, love, love.
In 2018, these people tried a tasty but controversial new frozen treat called Dragon's Breath. It consisted of cheese puffs or cereal that was instantly frozen in liquid nitrogen. People grabbed a skewer, dipped it in sauce, and ate it. Then out came the smoke. But was it safe? Lane Madison tried out Dragon's Breath. At first, it was fun blowing out the smoke. Then it wasn't.
I stuck my finger like in my mouth and did that. There was blood on my hands.
Lane said he had almost unbearable pain after burning the inside of his mouth.
For about 3 weeks, I was limited on what I could eat.
Little Johnny McKinney from Jacksonville, Florida, ate dragon's breath at a local mall. His mom, Rachel, says the smoke triggered an asthma attack, so she warned parents on social media. Around 20 minutes in, the cough became really consistent. He was coughing so bad that he was having trouble catching his breath. He ended up in the hospital, she wrote. Dr. Rashini Raj said you can be in big trouble if the liquid nitrogen hasn't completely dried.
Any part of your body that's coming in contact with liquid nitrogen can be damaged because it's very destructive to the tissues of your body. So that could be the skin on your fingers, it could be the lining of your mouth, your esophagus. I think the safest thing to do is to avoid any sort of food or beverage that's been prepared with liquid nitrogen.
In July of 2024, Costco's ReadyWise emergency food supply got a lot of attention from shoppers, calling it the, quote, doomsday bucket, after cookbook author Jeffrey Eisner posted about it.
I guess this is for when the apocalypse hits, which could be any time now, right? Who knows?
The bucket has 150 servings.
You have teriyaki rice, you have pasta alfredo, a cheesy macaroni, an apple cinnamon cereal, a tomato basil soup with pasta. I mean, you also have Southwest rice and beans, even vanilla pudding.
Eisner tried the pasta alfredo.
So the two things that are important are water and heat. Just told me to add 6 cups of water and the contents of the package. And step 2 is to bring it to a boil. And then it says to allow it to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. So let's lower the heat now. Just give it another little stir here. It smells pretty good in here, actually. It looks like a nice, rich Alfredo. I'm impressed. Like, this is impressive pasta, fancy pasta. It's good.
That's delicious.
I'm so glad you like it.
The Doomsday Bucket costs $63 and could also be used for camping, and the food remains good enough to eat for 25 years.
I don't think there's any reason for any of us to be afraido of this Alfredo.
Black pancakes, black lemonade, black ice cream. In 2018, black food was the latest culinary craze. What gave the food that deep, rich black color? Charcoal. When heated and used as an additive in food, it's called activated charcoal, and some claimed it had detoxifying powers. But is eating charcoal safe?
The truth is our body detoxifies very well and naturally with our kidneys and our liver, so any kind of supplement or food that claims to detoxify is really not something that you want to be doing. But if you're repeatedly doing this, it could build up, and it can also interact with medications you're taking. So if you're taking it around the same time that you take a prescription medicine, that medicine may not be absorbed by your body, so it may not be as effective.
The Fire Noodle Challenge!
In 2018, a noodle called Buldak ramen took over the internet. Needless to say, the trend was hot.
We're gonna try it out. Looks pretty good. Start eating. This smells good.
The Fire Noodle Challenge seemed easy enough. Just eat the super spicy food as fast as possible. But finishing the entire package of ramen wasn't easy.
It's in my nose! Oh my god! How are you feeling, Josh?
Everyone reacted differently. Many cried, left out of breath, or reached for water. The challenge originated back in 2012. Instantly, it was popular with food daredevils in South Korea. Spicy food lovers who dare to try these, have a cup of milk handy. Just don't say we didn't warn you. In 2017, it was chaos at McDonald's over, of all things, Szechuan sauce. Customers crowded at the counter and hundreds more were outside demanding the sauce for their nuggets. The craze was triggered by an episode of Cartoon Network's Rick and Morty. One problem, the sauce had been discontinued for almost 20 years.
In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets called Szechuan sauce, and it's delicious. And then they got rid of it, and now it's gone. This is the only place we're gonna be able to try it, is in my memory.
Megan Alexander has more.
McDonald's was besieged with demands from Rick and Morty fans to bring back the sauce. And they did, but just for one day, and only in select restaurants. They were given just 20 packets each.
I want Szechuan sauce! Where's my Szechuan sauce?
This guy freaked out when his local McDonald's didn't have any left.
Rick! I'm pickle Rick!
This guy snatched some off the counter. Scenes like this were repeated across America and posted on social media.
Give us sauce! Give us sauce!
Chef Jonathan Wu recreated the recipe.
The ingredients we have are minced ginger, garlic, and scallion, ketchup, and sherry vinegar, and then soy sauce, maple syrup. Lastly, we have some soy sauce with cornstarch.
Is good. It really is.
In 2021, there was chaos at McDonald stores over meals inspired by BTS. There was so much demand that the first day of sales ended with overturned tables and chairs. To cut down on crowding, the meal was only available through delivery or the drive-thru window, but that didn't work. Things got so out of hand that police in Indonesia had to stand behind the counters, and ultimately the stores were closed. It was all for, get this, 10 chicken McNuggets, fries, and a Coke, and sweet chili or Cajun dipping sauce. It all came in purple packaging, as one band member is known for the slogan, I purple you. It means I trust, love, and support you. From 2013, this was the line of people waiting in line for a cronut, a cross between a donut and a croissant that's glazed and filled with cream. When they first came out, people from all over the world wanted to try it.
Minneapolis.
California.
We left Ocean City, Maryland about 10 p.m.
Chef Dominique Ansel came up with that concept in his Manhattan bakery after a bit of trial and error.
Well, every week we have a meeting with the team and we try to come up with new ideas and like challenge ourselves to do like exciting things. And I really wanted to do a donut for the shop, but not any like kind of donut. I want to do something fun, something you've never seen before. And I really love croissants, so I want to put them together and create something that you've never seen before, and it was like fun to eat. I love it. It's like flaky, it's like crunchy on the outside. We fill it with cream. There's glaze on top. It's really fun to eat. You can see all the layers. It's very exciting. So it took me about 2 months and 10 different recipes to adjust, really to have the perfect consistency, to have the right texture of the dough to be able to fry it so it doesn't slide, the layer doesn't slide off, and we can keep the cream inside and stays good for a couple hours. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's in the dough.
The recipe was top secret, and Chef Ansel said it was a 3-day process to make a single batch. Once the bakery opened at 8 a.m., the cronuts went fast. They only made 250 a day, and customers were limited to 2 cronuts each. A single cronut cost $5.
I'm number 13, so I'm going to have cronuts, 26 and 27, which is exciting.
And get this, people bought cronuts and turned around and scalped them outside the store for as much as $40 a piece. People also resold them on Craigslist.
Oh, goodness gracious. So good. Worth the wait.
I got them.
Every time we introduce something into the menu to our customers, we try to do something fun and new. And this was just an addition to the menu. I had no idea it was going to be that big, and people will love it that much. I think it's fun. I love it. I think it's exciting to get people to come to the shop and try the cronut.
In 2020, during the COVID lockdown, banana bread was all the rage.
Today I'm gonna make some banana bread.
It was the #1 searched recipe during lockdown.
Pinterest actually had over 2 million hits for banana bread in the first week of the pandemic.
Lisa Guerrero has more.
Banana bread first became popular during the Great Depression because the ingredients are cheap, it's relatively easy to make, and bananas are plentiful all year long.
Ingredients include eggs, oil, baking soda, sugar, brown sugar, flour, salt, and of course, bananas.
When you're thinking about just throwing together a loaf of banana bread, you can essentially do it in one bowl, have it together in 5 minutes, and then pop it in the oven. It's really hard to mess it up as long as you cook it all the way through.
Wow, there goes my diet.
In 2019, this quesadilla recipe with 33 ingredients took social media by storm. So Stephen Fabian recreated it.
Red onion, some chives. First up, shopping for the ingredients. Here's our mozzarella right here. Cheddar, cheddar, cheddar. Boom, chili powder, garlic powder, paprika. Give me some cumin. Mustard seed. This is a lot of spices for a quesadilla. Buying all those items is not cheap. $155.65 for this quesadilla. All right, now it's time to make this thing. Ton of ingredients here, Stephanie.
I know, it's ridiculous. We're gonna do mustard powder, chili powder, cumin, onion powder here as well,
and garlic powder. I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons here. Just gonna get this all together.
All right, so here's our baked chicken with our homemade sauce, except we shredded it up, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna dump it in this bowl.
Perfect.
What else can I put in here
Okay,
now?
so we need some barbecue sauce.
All right. Love me some barbecue sauce.
Do you like
Probably my favorite.
spicy or sweet?
I like a little bit of both.
Okay, give me a good amount of those red onions. Get some scallions in there.
And then I think we gotta do bacon, right?
Yep, whole thing of bacon.
Oh boy. Ooh. This is starting to look good now.
So we have these tortillas. We cut them to fit our springform pan.
How many tortillas? 2?
We have 3 here.
So cheddar, tell me more than that probably, right?
Yeah, a little bit more.
There's our mozzarella.
Perfect. Now we're gonna go on with our chicken. So we're gonna do 1 layer.
And then we cap off this mixture of deliciousness with another tortilla that goes right on top. Smash it down a little bit, right?
Yep, and then we're gonna weight it.
So this chills for an hour. Ooh, look at that. Not quite. We're gonna slice this thing up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, look at that, it's working. So there we go, 6 slices. It's a lot of money for 6 slices of a quesadilla. This is the tricky part. We gotta hope that this thing sticks together. Look at that, look at our layers. Perfect layers.
But first we do flour. Now, just gonna make sure it's
covered
coat it with the egg. Just pour the breadcrumbs right over.
Okay.
Yep, it's a messy one.
No one ever said I was a expert in the kitchen. That's for dang sure. Let's fry this thing.
About 2.5 hours and 33 ingredients later, the deep-fried barbecue chicken stuffed pizzadilla was done.
I didn't think I was gonna like it.
It's actually kind of good.
It's actually really good.
In June of 2024, Chipotle customers fought back over Chipotle's shrinking portion sizes.
Can I get a bowl, please? Let's get some Chipotle.
Victoria Ricano has more.
Some customers are now going into Chipotle with their camera devices recording. They believe once employees know they're being filmed, they'll dish out larger portions of food.
If you film while ordering at Chipotle, give you more food. Chicken. Cheese.
Look at the size of that burrito.
You're gonna wanna drive to your nearest Chipotle and start recording.
This man tried the same method and it worked. These guys had 9 cameras recording and were thrilled with the results of their high-pressure tactics. Inside Edition producer Emma Katie put the camera trick challenge to the test. First, she ordered without filming.
Let's take a look.
Next, she ordered while recording with her camera.
I will do a bowl, please, and I will do chicken and steak.
This is the bowl using my phone. This one definitely is heavier.
The viral Chipotle challenge started after some customers complained about shrinkflation, claiming they were paying the same but getting less for their money. Chipotle CEO denied that their portion sizes had gotten smaller.
First, I can tell you the portions have not gotten smaller. All you got to do is kind of like, and usually our guys and women, give them a little more scoop.
If you're filming the interaction you're having with a service person, you have to remember you're putting them on the spot. So while they might be giving you a little bit more in that moment, you're actually making them the face of the business, which isn't exactly fair.
I eat any type of animals and animal products.
In 2022, Courtney Luna showed off the so-called lion diet, where you only eat meat, salt, and water for 30 days. Some called it the caveman diet, and TikTok was flooded with people trying it. This man made spaghetti and meatballs, but modified it.
But instead of using pasta, I used lamb intestine.
Yep, lamb intestines.
I had 3 quarter pounders.
I do a lot of burger patties.
Not all dietitians were on board.
Absolutely not a good idea to only survive on meat, water, and salt. It's extremely restrictive and it really could create a window for nutrient deficiency.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.